Okay, folks, Tenacious Earl back here, and we are going to go ahead and finish this guy out. This APBA soccer game. It's the second half. Arsenal hosting Liverpool at the Emirates. 1-1 is the score as we come back from the break. I went and had lunch, and the missus and I watched a couple of mysteries, which took some time, and so now hopefully this computer generates enough heat that this basement will warm up just enough to make it tolerable. And it's a Saturday night, and I'm probably going to go get some more beer tomorrow, so I only have a couple of beers left. One of them is this Golden Monkey. I'm going to have this while I'm playing out here, because we're going to hopefully liven it up a little bit here. The game was pretty lively to begin with, as we take a look at what has gone on thus far. And early on, we had a goal from Sadio Mane, the Senegalese striker, and he put Liverpool up 1-0. I believe it was in the 4th minute, and then it says right here 4, right down there at the bottom. And then with 5 minutes before halftime, Alexander Lacazette put home a pass from Willian, a feed from Willian, and that's where we stand, 1-1. And we're gonna have some fun here. So hopefully everybody had a good afternoon, or early afternoon if you're on the West Coast. Although right now it's just about evening time. So I'm using this dice roller you see in the bottom right. I have been using a dice roller on my phone. This worked out all right. We had it was about an hour and 15 to play that first half. With an interruption or two involved, so that didn't help. But anyway, we're going to get started here. So we are still using where both teams are utilizing what is sort of a neutral, somewhat attacking, somewhat defensive tactic. So that's what we're going to stick with. With soccer, if you're familiar with it, if you're playing this game and you're familiar with soccer tactics, the draw a lot of times is an enticing outcome for certain teams. And so in the case of this match here, you may have, sometimes it's nice to think through what are the different, what are the different approaches these teams could take. Arsenal being the home team is usually one who is thinking about winning, but Liverpool, like I said before in the first broadcast, they're basically the defending champions. So, is Arsenal happy with a draw? They probably are. So, I mean, they're probably happy with the amount of attack that they had in that first half. They had 6 shots and 3 of them on goal. Is it as much as they'd like? No, probably not. But they also don't want to be giving up any more goals. If they could see this out to 1-1, they'd probably be happy. And so the substitutions in the second half may be very similar to that philosophy. Basically, seeing either neutral, so basically like for like subs, or maybe even attacking, seeding for defensive substitutions, if that's what comes up. Now, the thing about I'm using APBA Soccer here, and I'm also using modifications by a guy who goes by the alias Dr. Z, but also if you look at look at the Delphi, the APBA Delphi, he uses the name Mark Finzel. That's his. He has a mini Premiere thread that's gone on for like 8 years or 7 years or something like that, where he uses these modified rules, which are almost like an advanced or super advanced rule set. And so there are ways that you can see fatigue generated where it kind of like necessitates you to substitute for a guy who's now fatigued. We haven't had one of those come up yet. We did have one special result, and that is during the special result rules. But let's get moving here. So, let me first say, I mentioned Arsenal. Liverpool, the away team, away points are usually good. Liverpool being a reigning champion, they may be thinking Arsenal is not as potent as they could be, and they know they're going to have a fight with teams like Manchester City. And so, would they want to try and move a little attack here just to try and kind of goose the game along? That is possible. But they've also generated a lot of chances. 5 shots on target out of 12 total. So, I don't think that they're gonna. I don't think they're gonna be lacking for the opportunities to take this to possibly 2 or 3 goals for them. So I think they're gonna. I think both teams are content to stay at this. And if we get to the 60th or 70th minute, maybe Arsenal looks to go to defense and just see this out, which then might allow Liverpool to have even more of the ball. So anyway, we're going to get going here. I've added the defensive ratings at the bottom. The trouble is you can't really see the charts. I'm not going to put them up here. Maybe I should. Maybe in the future I'll try and find a way to do that. I know that things are a little grainy in the video. There's only so much. Oh, well, this might help too. Let's see if I can dial this in focus wise. That might be a little better. I don't know. We'll see. I don't want to change too much, but let's get going here. So we look at this side, and Arsenal kicked off in the first half, so it'll be the Reds in the second half. It'll be kickoff into Zone F. Again, same tactics, and we'll roll to see which player gets the start. And it'll be 42 for Zone X, which on that chart is player 8. So that'll be Robertson. He's going to collect it. He's going to look to see if he can complete a pass here. 41 will not do that. It's going to be an aerial ball and a header backwards towards X. And so we go to a loose ball check there, and as you can see on right down here where it says, actually let's go like this, right down here, a loose ball, Liverpool 34 to 66. So because it's 44, they retain possession in Zone X. And 46, it will be player 8 again, so that will again be Robertson. 66, so 1 in X is going to be a pass to Salah in B. So they scored early in the first. Will they get another one here? Let's see. 34, that is going to be 47, which is always offside, so that will cause the referee to blow the whistle, and they're going to indirect free kick it. Arsenal will. So anybody who's not familiar with soccer, indirect free kick just means the ball may not be kicked on target. Hello ADP plays. So APBA Soccer is not. Wow. You might be able to order it online and get it shipped, but I would imagine it might cost you quite a freight charge. But I don't know for sure. I'm sure that there are people who play these there's a couple different soccer games that might come to mind. Soccer Blast by Play is one. What is there, there's like Dice Soccer. There's a few different games. This is the only one. Well, I own Soccer Blast too. I haven't played that a whole lot. Anyway, and so this is the 2021 season. This is last year's cards. And with an indirect free kick, that'll be to Zone B. So 20 yards from goal, something like that. And who is going to get this? 33 is it's going to be player 3 for Arsenal. That'll be Xhaka. So he doesn't have a ton of shot numbers here. He's got 4 potential shots, and he gets one of them with a 33. He gets the 3 in B. That's going to be a shot. Not the most acclaimed scorer, but here's going to be a possible opportunity for them. I'm going to check the assist. 63, so it won't be assisted. That's going to subtract 1 from his shot on goal, which I'm having trouble seeing because my eyes are bad. 25, so you're going to subtract that 24, but then we take zone B where we had 3. So that goes 25, 26, 31. So 1 to 31 would be a shot on goal. He winds up, he takes a shot, and it's on goal. And this would send the home team into a frenzy, the home fans. Will he roll a 10? 32 is a 10. It's a goal, and a shock lead for the Gunners as Granit Xhaka with an early second half goal, and that may cause them to pull back a little bit here. So Xhaka unassisted, 2-1, and I can't believe I didn't update my scoreboard here. What am I doing? It was 1-1, now it's 2-1. I bet you do. Yeah, it's and it's only getting worse. The CEO for the company that I work for, he was doing a talk this week and mentioned the shipping costs are astronomical right now. The shipping companies their profits have gone up in massive amounts. So it's only going to get worse probably. But I don't know, maybe that goes on. It might be by air, but still I'm sure air is expensive too. So that's a 48th minute goal. Swiss International puts Arsenal up 2-1. And the fans, he goes to the corner and he's flexing his muscles and all that good stuff. So this is a situation I feel like I've seen a few times in the Premier League where, Arsenal will get a lead and then all of a sudden somehow they either get a freak red card or just commit some bonehead turnovers that lead to their opponent. So I'm not ready to pull the foot off the gas yet with them, but it should be in the back of our minds that Arsenal at this point might be willing to just take a breath here and say let's play a little defense and let's try to see this out 2-1. But anyway, we're going to kick it off here. Zone F for Liverpool, and it'll be F10. So Matip gets it. He's going to 34 is 44, and he's going to proceed to pass it out of bounds, and it'll be a throw-in for the Gunners. Got to start thinking about subs for Liverpool. This is something that's going to shock their system a tad. Zone F. And F53, that'll be player 9. So El Neni, the holding midfielder. And a 14. So 26 and F. That'll be a defensive check. Again, they're 3 and 54. That's going to be a pass. So they're going to... El Neni's going to be able to pass it into zone D. Liverpool's defense not strong enough to be able to... Not quick enough to be able to get that. So it'll be 5. Player 5, Dos Santos, who has that in D. But 23, he's going to... it's going to get away from him, and he lunges in, and there's a foul. So foul on Gabriel Dos Santos. Committed on 22 is that'll be Thiago. And do we get our second card of the game? Nope. But that'll be a free kick to the Reds. Zone X. So on the bench here for Liverpool, just to go through it, Minamino, Diogo Jota, Jordan Henderson, Naby Keita, the Ghanaian. He might be a guy we want to bring on for Jones maybe at some point. He's going to have a little more attack to him. Although the shot on goal, not so great. Milner, he's more of a defensive sub, probably not. Reese Williams defense. So, you know, we've got like 3 or 4 guys here. Henderson, I'd probably take Keita before him. So they'll get Minamino stirring around, loosening up a bit. We're at the 52-minute mark, and things have changed with this goal. 56. So 11 and X is going to be the zone F. Or excuse me, zone E. Liverpool, they've had opportunities, right? They've been a lot of chances. Just Leno has been good today in saving a bunch of opportunities. 26 in E. That'll be F7, so they're going to complete this pass. Curtis Jones with a 21. So 37 in F. That'll be a defensive check of Arsenal. So they're 3 and a 33. That'll be a steal. We'll take it zone X. And that'll be 12. So that'll be player 2. So Lacazette dropping deep and controlling deep in his half. 32 for Lacazette. 42 in X. That's out of bounds. So he loses, hits an errant pass, and that'll be a throw-in for Liverpool. 54th minute, 2-1 Arsenal. Throw-in on the 8 is going to be the zone F, and it will be 14. So they're having, this is 2 times in a row they've had, Arsenal had one, but so we're going to have Mane in F. Mane can get a good pass, get a number. Yeah, he gets one there, 55. So that's a 6. In F is going to be a pass to C1, so that's going to be Salah in C, so that's kind of a corner zone. And there is going to be a shot from C, so he's going to going to cut in, try and bend one in there. So Salah looking to equalize. And who are we going to have? A 31 would be the assist. ID would be 2, and so assist would be Firmino. So Firmino would have gotten in there along the way as well. He's a 7, so that's going to add 3, and C's going to add another 1, so that's going to be 4 from 33. 41, so better than half chance at this being on target. 42, it's off target for Salah. So see what the off target, that's going to be a goalkeeper outlet, so it's going to get deflected and going to roll to the goalkeeper. He picks it up and tosses it back into play, trying to spring an attack here, and they're just going to slow it down. It's going to go to X, and X36 is player 7, so that's Maitland-Niles. Hi Jason, eye is watering. And it is starting to warm up in here. The light helps too. So X7, so that's going to be Maitland-Niles, and a 54 is a special result. So if we get a 7, this would be fatigue. Somebody would get fatigued. It's not. So we roll again. I need to pull up the special result chart, and we look at 26. Midfield battle runs 2 minutes off the game clock. Use the loose ball chart to determine the winner, and that side sets up for an attack in area D. No stoppage time added. So, so the way I end up doing this, I just put little defensive marks in here. So there's 1 minute, and I just alternate so that it's considered equal for both. Now we'll do the loose ball check here. And 26, so this will go to Arsenal, and they're going to get an attack in D. And that will be with 34, so player 4, that's Willian. 61 is 24 in D, so this is going to be an auto shot. Off target, and double check my 24, so D5 is going to be the result. So that's going to be Dos Santos and D, And another 54. So another. Are we going to get a 7 this time on the sum? Nope, 6. So another special result. What goes on here? 13. Injury check. 50-50 to see which side. All right, so we're going to end up probably having an injury here. So let's see. And that will necessitate a substitute. 25 on the 50-50 is going to be for Arsenal. And now 11. Oh boy. So this is going to be the top injury guy. That's going to be David Luiz. He's hardly even touched the ball. So he is rated 17. And now we roll on the injury chart for 17. And he's going to be out 3 games. So Luis gets injured. He's going to have to be subbed off. And what minute is this in? And we're going to have Liverpool make a substitution right now with Minamino. So that's going to be the 59th minute. Now, Arsenal did not have a guy warming up, so we're going to take Luiz out. And they're going to immediately get somebody up. He was in a 3-man back line. And it's going to be Suarez, who I think they're going to bring in as... Well, what they could do is they could run with Maitland-Niles, Bellerin, Holding, and Dos Santos as a 4-man back line. Or what they could do is also move Maitland-Niles up to the midfield. And have Suarez play as an outside back potentially. But anyway, Arsenal is going to be without an attacker for a period of time until the next stoppage. And what we're going to do is we're going to do the substitution for Liverpool. And let's see. Okay, and we add 1 minute for this. And we're going to add a minute for the goal. Goal kick throw-in for the side who had the injury. So it will be Arsenal getting that with a goal kick outlet. Goalkeeper outlet, I mean. Okay, so I like writing in here, sub, Liverpool, number 1. Minamino. Forward. The only thing about bringing in Minamino is we're probably going to rob them of a defensive point. So let's see it. Are we going to get a double? That's another one of the rules. If there's a double, there isn't. So that would help Liverpool's team rating some. But instead, he's going to go in. And we're going to take out... We'll take out Wijnaldum, I think, at this point. Although Wijnaldum has a 0 injury, so he doesn't come out much. You know what? We'll bring out Thiago Alcantara. That's who we'll bring out. So this is in the 59th minute. So they're going to go a little bit attacking here. They got to chase at least a draw. So Thiago's going to come out. So Minamino, he's got 4, so he's going to go in a spot where what he will do is he'll take straight into his spot because Alexander-Arnold has 7 shot numbers, so he goes ahead of him. And now I just got it real quick. Ahead of doing my rankings for these various traits. So foul suffered. It comes to 7A. He is a 0 for assist. So 8A, and he is 28. So he is going to be 0A. So he's the most injury-prone guy on Liverpool. So let me cross out Alcantara. And like I said, at this point, because we're already at 3 forwards and we're dropping a midfielder for another forward, that's going to cause their team defense to drop to 2. So that's one thing that they're going to be willing to... Okay, a little bit of pay dirt. Well, it's... Yeah, I've never played that one, but... Okay, well, Jason, good luck with that. little by little. You just take little bites out of each part of that, because you just, if you can make minor victories along the way, it helps keep you from getting frustrated. I know my frustration levels go up when things don't work exactly the way that I'm hoping. So, all right, we're gonna get We're gonna get back started again. So a goalkeeper outlet with 7 is going to be X. Arsenal has this, and it's going to be 10, so it'll be holding. And again, they're without, so we're going to keep the opening here. If we get a roll to 6, then it's going to be automatically lost to Liverpool until they can sub in Soares. So let's see. Yeah, so I need to roll now. I was just remembering where I was at. got to talking. 46 for Rob Holding is going to be 38 in X. So that's a header to E. So we go to the loose ball, 11 to 33, and it won't be. So they lose it, goes to X. 42 will be player 8 for Liverpool. So that'll be Andrew Robertson, fullback. And so 30 in X, that'll be a defensive check. 54. So for 3, so 3 for Arsenal. Actually, for the moment, we have to drop Arsenal to 2 as well because they lost a defender. So we're going to drop them down to 2. 54 in 2 is going to be a pass to B for Liverpool. This is just going to be a temporary one. B46 will be player 5. So Minamino just in the game. 33, that'll be a 3 in B. So this will be a shot for Minamino right in off the bat. He's going to get a chance. And if they could get a goal or 2 here real quick, maybe the Reds would think about subbing in some defense and to try to get that defensive rating back up again. So no assist would be on this. So Minamino is 36. And we add 2 because of the zone. B, 42. Is it on goal? Let's see. It's on goal. And it's going to be Leno. So are they going to get a goal while they're lacking a man? Let's see. 43 is a goal. And it's in. And this is going to... that is unfortunate timing. Minamino with the strike. And that brings it to 2-all. In the 61st minute, what turn of events there. Minamino comes in and hero sub right off the bat. 2-2 now. I hadn't even really gotten around to doing any tactical adjustments here. Now, we did go tactical, and, I don't know. Maybe, Alcantara. Alcantara. But he probably wouldn't have gotten that on the maybe he would have. He was 23. Maybe he still would have gotten a goal. But that kind of analysis. So we're going to sub in Soares now. Unfortunately for Arsenal, it's a little late to the game here. They could have used him when. And sorry, Gunner fans, that you guys end up with a guy off when they equalize. It's kind of an Arsenal thing to have happen, if I'm to be honest, because they seem to have weird things go on like that. So Luis is the guy coming off, and so he's got a 4. And we're going to put him right where Luis was. So let's see. After Maitland, 6A. 1, so before Bellerin, 7A. He's got a 1, so before Holding, so 5A and 27. Well, I think Luis and him are the same here, right? Yeah. So, all right. So Luis is now officially out of the game, but unfortunately for Arsenal, they've allowed the Reds to draw level, and Liverpool will be thinking about trying to get on here. Now the question would be, would they want to make the move now? I think they're going to stick with trying to push hard here. So, but Arsenal will have the kickoff to zone F, and it's going to be 12. So that'll be player 1. So it's going to be Aubameyang in zone F. 51 is 9, and F is going to be D3. Xhaka scored the second goal. 21 in D is going to be 34, and that's going to be a defensive check. Again, Liverpool being 2 and 35, that'll be a steal to X. X12, so player 2, so it'll be Mane and X. Can they get a pass number? They do. They get a 1, so this is going to be B1. Salah, if they could score back-to-back in the course of 3 or 4 minutes here, that would be pretty crazy. 64 is not... Wait, 13 in zone B. Guess what? So Salah on a 64. It's 13. And we're in zone B. That pass was from Mane to zone B. If you go to B here on the 4-4-2 chart, 13 is a shot. So Salah is going to get an effort here. One of the few players who's going to get one. It's a pretty rare thing. You've got to be a really special scorer. 62 is, again, there's going to be no assist here. We haven't had the assist. We've had a lot of high rolls on that. So zone B again, so we're going to add 2 because we add 3 for B and subtract 1 for no assist. That'll be 35, so almost to 50-50. Can it be on goal? It's not. Can they at least get a corner kick out of it? If it's even, yes it is. If it was an even sum, and it is, aside from like the low and high sums. So that's a corner kick. Yeah, so now we're going to see Liverpool warm up Jordan Henderson as a substitute. We could go with Keita, but I think we're going to stick with Henderson and potentially take out one of the other forwards, Mane or Firmino. Maybe, they play a lot, but if we get to the 70th minute and somehow Liverpool's got another goal, maybe we'll do that. So, all right. Well, Liverpool is corner kick B, and it's a 9, so this is going to be a defensive check, I think. Wait, well, it's defensive D6, so again, with Arsenal being 3, it's got to be 4, 5, or 6, and it's 6, so that will be a shot. And who is going to be the one taking the shot without any adjustment? 44. We go to the 8. Wait, we go to the corner kick chart for this 44. Player 5. So this will be Minamino again. And is there going to be an assist? It would be to 41. Player 4. Robertson. So again, no adjustment. So this can be a straight up check. It's 36. So he's got a 50% chance of making this just on his own. Let's see. 36 right on the money. It's on target. Leno. Can he prevent it from going 3-2? It's in. And I again forgot to change the scoreboard. Let's change it here first. And it's a goal for Liverpool. And we've got that to 2-2. And we're going to make the change now for where it's 3-2. And that is 2 goals, a brace for Minamino from Robertson. And it is 3-2. What a turn of events. What a turnaround. What's that? What do we got there? We've got 3 minutes. Goal, Minamino. Super sub. And I apologize for my scoreboard garbage. I can't remember. I really should have something right here, like dice or something like that, to show you the score. Minamino from Robertson. 3-2 now is the score. And we've had an outburst here in this match. And they're going to hold off Henderson for the moment. Arsenal now looking back up at the Reds as they have turned it around here. A real change of fortunes. Arsenal looked like they were in the clear at 2-1. So kickoff to F for Arsenal. Now Arsenal's going to have to start giving some thought. So F46. Let's do this real quick. That'll be 8. Bellerin. So they're going to get Bukayo Saka warming up, the winger. May end up taking off maybe Maitland-Niles. Go a little more forward thinking here. Because we already had moved Maitland-Niles up to a left midfield pretty much. So, all right, well, Saka will be the next one on, and Henderson will also go. They may go on at the same time here. Let's see. So, it'll be Bellerin. 65 is 34 in F. That'll be a defensive check. We're in the 66th minute, by the way. Just about 20 minutes to go, a little bit more than that. 24 for a... still at 2, so 24 and 2 is going to be a steal to F for Liverpool. I'd love to tack on one more if they could help it. F13 is going to be 2, so it'll be Mane. This is a nightmare for Arsenal. Is he going to get another good pass? 64 for Mane, 38 now. 38 in F. Well, this is a header to B, and they have the advantage on the loose ball. It's 24, so they lose it. So Arsenal with a good break there. They end up collecting it in X. They win out on the header. It'll be El Neni with that in their own half. 52 for El Neni is 36 in X. That'll be a header to B. If they could win the 11-33, and they don't, 34, so it's a loss. Goes to Liverpool. It was 56, so that'll be 9. Well, I should have rolled Suarez for the a potential boost. I forgot to do that. He hasn't touched since he's come in, he hasn't touched a ball. Right? No. So let's give it a quick spin here and see what he gets. No, it's not a double, so we're just going to leave it at that. So it'll be Fabinho in X. 43 is going to be a foul committed, so Fabinho grabs let's see, who's he grab here? Excuse me, 20. So 2 on the foul suffered is going to be Xhaka. Gets a little handsy with Xhaka, and the referee takes notice. And so it'll be Arsenal free kick. But first we're going to get these 2 subs. This will take a little bit of time. So Henderson's going to come in, and they're going to bring out Firmino. So this will be a bit of a defensive substitution here, just to try and bring it back to kind of neutral, because they had pushed on with Minamino to wait to 4 forwards on. So Firmino, so what minute are we in this? We're going to be in the 69th minute. So Firmino comes out in the 69th minute. Henderson with 4. He's going to be behind Minamino. And we'll put him behind Wijnaldum as well. So here we go, right there. Jordan Henderson. So I just have to put in my So 7A before Jones is 8. 7B, assist 1. So he's going to come after Matip. So 7A, and then what is he, 16. We'll say 2. It looks like he's probably the second guy. 3 is Jones. 13. Yep. Okay. So, and then we're going to go with. Okay. Wait. First, we need to check. Does he get doubles? No. All right. So no boost for Liverpool. Now Arsenal's going to bring in Saka. They went a little bit defensive with their start. They went with Maitland-Niles instead of Saka. So he's going to come in here. To try and help get them back into this game. So he has 9. So he's going to be right up there with. He's going to be up there ahead of Lacazette. So Dos Santos is going to move right there. And so they're both midfielders, so there's no issues there, I don't think. All right, now is Saka going to get a boost? No. Almost got the 66, which would have been helpful for them. But, okay, so. And honestly, because Saka is listed as a higher offensive rating than Aubameyang, we're going to put him number 1. Okay, so 2. So, after, so 6B. Almost ready to go. 6. Okay, and who came out? Maitland-Niles. All right, so we've got, each team has 1 sub left. We're in the 69th minute. Arsenal's going to stick with it, although their chances have been very minimal here in the second half. So, and let's see. Everything is still the same, although Liverpool will go back to a 3-team defense because now they've got only 3 forwards. All right, so this is going to lead to a free kick and X for Arsenal. 10, it'll be D. D32 is going to be player 4. So that'll be Xhaka. 12, 33 in D. That'll be a defensive check. So 31 on a 3 is going to be a steal to F. Is going to be player 6. So Henderson, just in the game, 36 in F. 32, that'll be a defensive check. 3 and 46, that'll be a steal to X, just at the edge of that. And 25, that'll be player 6. Gabriel Dos Santos. 36 and X is going to be a header to B. Can they get the 11 to 33? Not this time. They lose it. Goes to X. Goes to the Reds. X31 is going to be player 6. Henderson. Can anybody get a good pass number here? 12? Nope. 24 in X will be a defensive check. It's getting a little scrappy here. Arsenal's going to have to make a tactical adjustment and try and push on here some. 34. That'll be a steal to X. For the Gunners. Gunners 21. That'll be 5. That'll be William. Somebody needs a good pass number here. 53, no. It's going to be 45. That's out of bounds. Arsenal's not going to budge. They're going to stick with this 4-4-2, as will Liverpool. At least for a little while longer. You don't want to open up the floodgates and end up with a 5-2 loss for Arsenal if you can help it. I mean, it doesn't matter, but 5-2 versus 3-2 isn't a big difference, but let's see. Okay, so the throw-in is going to be the D for Liverpool, so that's going to be a good starting point for them. 46, that'll be 7, so probably not wanting it in Curtis Jones's feet if you can help it, but 22 in D, so this is going to lead to a corner kick. Shot off target, and then the corner kick will lead to Alexander-Arnold in D, and from there 41, so 24 in D, so this is going to be another, he's going to get a shot off target, and it's going to end up with Wijnaldum in D. 45 for Wijnaldum is going to be 45. That's out of bounds. All right, Arsenal is going to move to 4-3-3. So now we're going to have differing tactics. Liverpool's going to stay at the 4-4-2. So I'm going to do my best to read the right one for the right team. So you can see here it says 4-4-2, 4-4-3 on defense. So these guys are going to be on 4-3-3. So you can see here both teams have a lot more shot chances. So they're going to be taking more. It's also going to narrow down some of the defensive checks too a little bit. So throw in 5 is to D. 62. 9. So El Neni. 23 in D. That will be 34. That's still going to be a defensive check. 45 4-3 is going to be a steal to X. So Liverpool is going to steal it. Take over in their own half. They're not in any big hurry. And while we're in the 75th minute, Gunners are going to get Nketiah warming up. He's actually a fatigued forward. Didn't start, but we may have to use him just to try and spin a goal out of here. So he's gonna be the final substitute. It could have been Joe Willock. He's a midfielder. I think we're just gonna try and push on with another forward. So, but we got Andrew Robertson and X. 52 is 40 and X. That'll be a header to F. And it's going to be low, so that'll be lost to Arsenal. Take over an X. 62, that'll be 10. So holding an X. No doubles here for a while. 41. Wait. 35. 42 in X. That'll be a header to X. Can they retain it? And they do, just barely. So X56, that'll be 9, so that'll be El Neni. They really need an 11 or a 66 here at some point. 63. Nope, that'll be a foul committed by El Neni. Suffered by player 4. 1. Okay, so Salah is going to be the one who got fouled. No card. You may say, why is Liverpool going to make a change? We may wait till the final minutes to do that. Kind of a time-wasting tactic. They could also bring in a defender, an extra defender, just to try and clog things up a little more. So this is going to be a free kick for Liverpool and X. We're not going to make the Arsenal change quite yet. Ketch isn't ready. So free kick and X. So that's going to be the E. There's the 66 they needed. E, and it's going to be 1. So there's 2 in a row. Big and small rolls. So it'll be Salah in E. And a 33, a 3 in E is going to be a shot. So he's going to wheel off here from distance. See if he can snake one in somehow. And the assist 10 assist is not going to be assist. So we're not only going to take away 3 for E. You can see it down in the bottom left corner. We're going to take away a 4th because there's no assist. So it's going to be down to 25. So it's got to be 1 to 25 for it to be on goal, and it's off target. And a 10 is going to be a corner kick. And we're not going to do the sub on the corner kick. You rarely see that kind of thing. So the corner kick 7 is going to be a goal kick. It's going to just go over the end line. Flex off a player and just goes over. So we're going to get this final sub for the Gunners. So Nketiah, the one way he could not be fatigued here is if he rolls the doubles right here. And he doesn't, so he's going to go in for he's going to go in for El Neni. And so this is going to drop Arsenal to a team defense of 2. And they're also going to lose. Yeah, that's all they're going to lose. So Nketiah in, El Neni out. And one thing you might hope for is for Nketiah to get a shot in F, because he can't gain the ball inside of F being fatigued. I'm going to put a little marker here so I know. Alright, so Willian, so he comes after Willian. 9A. 2 is going to be after 4A. Assist 1. And finally 20. Okay, and so what this was in what minute? The 79th? 78th minute. Making an early committal here to try and get this goal back. So 3-2 currently. Arsenal's trying to make a push here at the end. And they will have the goal kick. Here we go. So an 8 on a goal kick. That's going to be E. 14 is going to be player 2, so that'll be Aubameyang and E. Can they get a long shot here somehow? 25 is 8 in E. And guess what? That will be a shot. So this is going to just be, they're trying to... So he could use a good assist number here to help him. 35, I don't know, let's see. Player 3. So Williams 1. Saka is 1A, so that's number 2. And 3 is Lacazette. Lacazette is a 2, so he's not going to get dinged by it at all. But we are going to have to drop Aubameyang by 3 because it's zone E, so it's going to go to 26. So this is a probing effort from outside, and it's going to be a missed shot, and it's going to be a goalkeeper outlet. So Liverpool will get this in the 80th minute. Alisson's going to move it forward. It's going to be the zone E. 22. Player 4. So that'll be Minamino looking for a hat trick, potentially. 42 in E. 28. Defensive check. Arsenal down to 2 on the defensive side. 2 and 26. Steal to F. F41 is going to be player 7. So Dos Santos. 26 in F. That's going to be a foul that he suffers. Should at least get them on the free kick a chance to have the ball in close. So 22 is going to be player 2 on the foul committed side. So that's going to be Matip. No card, but they'll get a free kick in F. Good chance to either be an A and B here. So if not A, but in B, if it's 6, 7, or 8 on the sum here, they're going to end up with a chance in B, or at least not a chance, but oh no, it's going to be 3. So it's going to be the D. Who's going to collect the ball in D? D64. Ugh. Going to be Holding. So it's going to take a 66 or an 11 here, right? 63, then he's going to commit a foul. And that will be that for Arsenal in the 82nd minute. 63, ooh boy. Player 9 on the foul suffered. So Robertson. Ooh boy, Holding is going to get a yellow and maybe a straight red if it's an 11. Nope, just a yellow. So 2 cards for the Gunners. They're not going to worry too much about that. It'll be a free kick in X. For the Reds, free kick in X5. It'll be D. 14, that'll be player 1. So Salah in D. 65 for Salah, and D is 25 in D, so this will be a shot for him. Missed, and then goes to D4, so it'll go to Minamino in D. 26, and he's fouled. So Liverpool will get a free kick opportunity in D, and who is the foul on? 51, player 6, so... messed up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It'll be on Suarez. And he is going to end up with a yellow. Can he avoid the 11? Yep. Arsenal getting a little frustrated here. They need a goal, and they can't get it. And so it's going to lead to a free kick in D. A little bit of a juvenile attempt there by Suarez to get the ball back. Lunged in. So Alexander-Arnold takes the free kicks from D. It's a 51. It's a 31. So that's going to be a header to B is going to be the result of that. So it needs a loose ball check, and they lose it. Arsenal and X. X21 will be player 5. That'll be Xhaka. So at least a couple of opportunities to get a pass in here. Maybe not. 45 won't do it. 32 and X. That'll be a defensive check. 84th minute. We're running out of time here for the Gunners. Home fans are nervous. They saw 3 points early on in the second half and thought it was going to be their day, and it has slowly, on a steal to X, it's slowly gone away here. They really need some kind of a miracle at this point. So Jones, 65, and X, that's 45. That'll be out of bounds. Chance for a throw-in for Arsenal. That's going to be to X on that 11 sum. X12. That'll be Aubameyang in X. Can they get a pass? Number 36. No, I don't think so. 29 in X. That'll be a defensive check. They could use a higher number here. Nope, they don't get it. 34. Steal to X. If you're Arsenal, what you want is one of those defensive checks and end up with something in the 50s or 60s. 60s would be best. X33 would be 6. So Liverpool with Henderson in X. And he's fouled. Huan, 64. That's going to be player 9. Willian. He's going to get a full 90 in here today. No card, but it'll be a free kick and X for Liverpool. Liverpool's going to start getting their sub up. It's going to be Milner. Milner will be the defensive substitution. Free kick and X goes to C for Liverpool. 87th minute, by the way. C1. Salah and C. This could be deadly. 53 is a 14 and C, and that's going to be a shot. Wait, no. Looking off the wrong chart. 14 and C. That'll be A2. Mane. Can he get his second goal? 45. 24 and A. It's going to be a shot for Mane. It misses the target. Deflects off a defender. And what was this? A. So 45. That's 24 and A. That'll be right back to him in zone B. 25 is 8 in B. That will be a shot for Mane. Any assist? 45. That'll be player 5. So 1, 2, 4. Matip. So he's got a rating of 2 at least, so that it won't drop him at all. So Mane in B, so we add 3, so it'll be 35. Can they extend it to 4-2? 35, right on the money. It is on goal. Leno needs to make this save to give Arsenal a chance. 43, it is in. It's a goal. And that will put the icing on the cake here for the Reds. The visiting section goes nuts as they get their 4th goal of the game. Mane with his 2nd from Matip. And that's just about going to do it for this one. There's going to be there's going to be 6 minutes of stoppage time here. We've had a lot of goals here in the second half. What have we had? 4 of them. So, what do we got? This is the 88th minute. 4-2. So Liverpool's going to go ahead and make this change now. It's going to be Milner in. They're going to bring out Curtis Jones. Pretty good effort from him today. And so it's going to be defender for midfielders. We're not going to change the defense at all. This is in the 89th minute. I'm not even going to fill in the numbers here on my score sheet. It doesn't really make that much of a difference. We're so late in the game. But let's see here. What do we got? He is at 3. We'll put him just behind Robertson. Right there we go. Any boost from him? We don't. It doesn't even really make a difference. Oh boy, and they do get a boost. All right, so let me take a look at my chart. So at the very least, Liverpool goes from 15 team rating to 17, which makes them a +5. That's going to make it 11 to 31 for Arsenal and 32 to 66 for Liverpool. I'm going to go ahead and make these adjustments here. Okay, and so defender increased defensive rating by 1. So we're actually going to take Liverpool up to a 4 at this point. Because that's going to be the boost for Milner. Having that, either 2 or 12 on the sum does that. So that's going to be that. And again, 6 minutes of stoppage time will be the deal here. It's going to be kickoff to F for Arsenal. Actually, let's also, before we get going, let's go ahead and dial back Liverpool to 4-5-1 against 4-3-3. And so here we go. Kickoff. F45, that'll be 8. Need 2 goals here in this stoppage time. Suarez in F. 52, 45, and that's going to be out of bounds. So if Liverpool can just milk the clock here a bit. Throw in to zone F. And 43 is going to be player 8. So Milner, just in the game. 38 for F. Header to B. Can they have a better loose ball chance now, and they get it. They use that to their advantage, so they get it in B. B55 is going to be player 6. Jordan Henderson in B. 14 is 34 in B. It's going to be E4, so they're going to keep possession. Second minute of stoppage time. Minamino, 14 is 41 in E. Header to F. Can they win this one? They do. They retain it. Collect it back up near midfield. F25 is going to be player 5. So Wijnaldum, and I think he's not going to foul. F5, so 43 is a 21 in F. That's F7. Just milking the clock here. It'll be Robertson, 52 in F, 40. That's header to E. They retain almost to the 4th minute of stoppage time now. E, 45, zone 7, or player 7 in zone E, Robertson again, 22, 32 in E, and here's finally a defensive check. Arsenal down to a 2 and 23, so they will get it. Steal to E. Unless it's Ketcha. 36 in E is going to be player 6. That'll be Willian. They'd love a double here. And they get it. 2 in E, though that's... Yeah, that will be a shot for Willian. This is going to be a prayer. Any assist? 35, so maybe a little bit of one here. 3, 1, so yeah, 1, 2, 3. Lacazette. So just going to subtract 3 for Willian. He's a 16. Oh boy. So it's going to needs a 11 to 13. That's the only thing that will help him here get a shot on goal, and he misses. Can they get a corner kick? 8. Yes, they do. 5th minute of stoppage time. Corner kick. Referee might be willing to give him an extra minute if they could make something out of this. Corner kick. They're a C-rated corner kick. C3 is a shot indirect, so they're going to get a shot off of this. Who is it going to be from? We go to the corner kick chart. 13. That's player 1. So this will be Saka with no, let's see, we're going to roll for assist anyway. 25, player 2. So it'll be Aubameyang with a 3. So it would be Aubameyang getting the assist. But, all right, so we go straight with his number. It's 31. So it's got to be 11 to 31 to even have a chance here. And he gets 24. It's on goal. Can Allison save it? Or is it going to be a late goal here to bring him to within 1? Can he save? And if it's a 10, it's no. It's a 10. It's a goal. Goal for Bukayo Saka. And we're gonna add another minute or 2 here just to be sure. Not over till the fat lady sings. We gave him a lot of stoppage time, but there were a couple of different. There were a lot of goals, a lot of subs, and so in the 90 plus 5 minute, it's going to be Saka. For 3. Can they claw back and get a last point? So it'll be a kickoff for Liverpool into zone F. F 15 is 3. Really need a defensive check either here or the next one for Arsenal. So Alexander-Arnold in F. 22 in F. That'll be F8. That's not what they need. So Milner in F. If he makes a pass here, we're going to blow the whistle. 34, 30 in F. That's going to be a defensive check. This is the last throws. What's going to happen? 13. This would be a counter to be. They need it to be in the 11 to 31 range right now. Oh, and there it is. Counter. B. 56. Not a good one. That's 6. So it's going to be Willian in B getting one chance. If he can't get a shot number here, it's over. 11. That's a 2 in B. This is going to be a shot. Who has the assist? 54. Player 7. We got to do all this calculation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Catch it does not get an assist rating, so we have to go with no. Wait, no, we skip over him. We go to the next guy. Suarez has a 1, so we don't have to. So it's going to be who? Willian. It would be from Suarez. So he's got 16. We're going to add 3. So 21, 22, 23. Any chance it's on goal? No. And what's the result? Goalkeeper outlet. This is it. We're going to blow the whistle. 7 minutes of stoppage time on this guy. 2 goals in the second half for Arsenal. Not enough. Liverpool gets 3. It's a 4-3 final here from the Emirates. What a game. Put a lot of stoppage time in there, whether you like it or not. Some you Liverpool fans would be like, not, but I think it was justified, especially if you watch games anymore. They really try and make sure that they account for everything. 5 goals in the second half. 4-3 is your final. Quite a game. We've got goals from... We've got a brace from Mane. We got a brace from Minamino. We've got Lacazette, Xhaka, and Saka all scoring for Arsenal. Just not enough. Quite a match. There's a lot of good stuff going on in this match. This was a smart one, I think, to put on the channel here. And, I saw this in my list of fixtures. And I'm like, okay, this is one we're going to have to play out. And I'm glad I did, because this was pretty interesting. So I hope those of you who are soccer fans enjoyed this and didn't think it was contrived at all. I don't think so. I think that was pretty much what you might expect from a game between these two teams. So, I'm going to go ahead and get my keyboard out here. And I'm going to show you this guy. This is my master. Things are running a little slow here. 4-3 is our final from this one. And so the league table should update, and Liverpool goes to second. Leicester City is at the top of the table. They've had 3 victories, none of them particularly impressive. They've beaten Crystal Palace. They've beaten... they did beat Manchester United, and they took a round out of the Red Devils. And they also beat Brighton. So Manchester United's a pretty signature win for them on the road as well. So that's a good one. Then you got Manchester City, who has yet to play their 3rd game. So I intend to come back probably tomorrow with a quick overview of the statistical pages, Excel sheets that I've put together for this. I've made some upgrades in my stats. Changed some of my tables, which are for the better, I feel. I've learned more in the last week about pivot tables. I've kind of like I've intentionally not paid much attention to them because they kind of looked a little bit complicated, but it turns out they're one of the more easy things to figure out once you get going with them, and I would recommend you guys. I'll try to make a video or two showing about how to build these pivot tables and what kind of use you could do. Anything from standings to statistics and other types of stuff like that if you really wanted to. Basically turns, I feel like it turns Excel even more into, and probably Sheets, even more into a database clone. Just the table, the way you can format as a table in Excel really, I think, helps bring about more of a database feel to it. But anyway, I'm not going to carry on any longer. This was a very good game. Put in a lot of time here today putting this together. I hope you guys enjoy this. I know soccer is not an American sport in the same way that a lot of the other ones are, the Big Four, but it is a world sport, and I thank ADP Plays for dropping in and looking at this. I really like the way this game feels. I'm going to be doing a long project off of this APBA Soccer. It's going to take me a while. I'm still working on my beer, by the way. This is a triple, and triples just have a different flavor. I like hops. This is a little bit like sweeter, so still good. Plenty of alcohol, but I'm running low. I need to go and get some beer for the big game. I might have to do that tomorrow. So, but anyway, thanks for watching. 4-3 your final. Liverpool goes on the road and gets 3 down in London. They're going to head back Merseyside. Their next match, I'm not going to put it up on the screen here. Their next match will be, let's see, against Sheffield United. They should wipe the Anfield pitch with them. Arsenal, they're going to be up against West Ham, London derby. We'll see if the Gunners can turn it around in match week 4. Actually, I will just go ahead and pull this up so you can see the rest of the fixtures. The next match I will be playing probably won't be on the internet, but it'll be the Wolves hosting Man United at the Molineux. Burnley hosts Aston Villa. That's not the most interesting fixture in the world. David Moy might like that. I think he is in that particular region of the world. Friend within the community here. Southampton down on the channel will be facing Sheffield United in this match week. So a couple of down the table teams. Brighton hosts the Blues. That should be maybe a little bit of a cagey match. Chelsea really needs to kind of break out. They haven't had a real easy go of it so far in this season. And Brighton is a team that might be able to be taken at the Amex, so we'll see. City hosts Leeds United, kind of a mid-country derby to an extent, although not one of your most classical ones in that regard. Leeds, I believe they're still in the league. If they could ever get like Nottingham Forest or Derby County up, if you could get those in the Premier League, those could be some real interesting matches. Everton host Fulham, and another London derby that will close out this match week. Spurs will host the Hammers, and we will see what happens here. But this has been this project again is going to take a long time, but I find joy in this sport, and I'm going to be taking it easy. 2-3 games here, take a little break, 1-2 games. You just keep chugging along, and probably by 2024 I'm going to be towards the end of this, and I'm looking forward to that. But it's going to take a while. Anyway, if you feel free to comment in the comments about any long projects you have going on. If you play soccer and you've done a long project, let us know. If you are into full replays in baseball or in other sports, just drop a line. Anyway, thanks for watching Tenacious Sports. Liverpool the victor here. And we will see you soon back here on this channel. Also, just would remind you all, hit like, subscribe, and please, lots of other gaming channels out there. Please support them. And we appreciate you all who watch and provide feedback and give us support. Just trying to help reach new players. Hopefully we can find some people who have never done this before and decide this is something that they really want to do as a hobby and as a passion. So anyway, enjoy the rest of your weekend, and we'll see you back. Well, we'll probably see you here tomorrow at some point, just so I can do a little bit of stat discussion for this project so far. See ya.